GCSE Poetry, Love and Relationships, Before You Were Mine, and Poems to Compare It to. I just want to say a quick thank you to the physics and math tutor for allowing me access to their poem. The link is in the description for all annotated poems. I'm 10 years away from the corner you laugh on with your pals, Maggie McGreeny and Jean Duff. The three of you bend from the waist, holding each other on your knees, and shriek at the pavement. Your polka dot dress blows round your legs. Marilyn. I'm not here yet. The thought of me doesn't occur. In the ballroom with 1,000 eyes, the fizzy, movie, tomorrows, the right walk home could bring. I knew you would dance like that, before you were mine. Your ma stands at the close, with a hiding for the late one. You reckon it's worth it. The decade ahead of my loud, possessive yell was the best one, eh? I remember my hands in those high-heeled red shoes, relics, and now your ghost clatters towards me over George Square, till I see you, clear as scent, under the tree, with its lights, and whose small bites on your neck, sweetheart. Cha-cha-cha, you teach me the steps on the right way home from Mass, stamping stars from the wrong pavement. Even then, I wanted the bold girl winking in Portobello, somewhere in Scotland, before I was born. The glamorous love lasts where you sparkle and waltz and laugh, before you were mine. So this poem talks about a mother-daughter relationship, and 10 years away, first of all, suggests how it's in the past. And it's a photo that is taken 10 years before the poet has even been born. There's a very relaxed, informal tone here with pals, and this suggests that the mother here is actually comfortable and they have an intimate bond. Shriek at the pavement. Shriek suggests a very jovial and playful image, and Duffy may be mulling over the carefree life her mother was able to live before her birth. She has no need at this point to consider the future. She is simply living in the moment. She also introduces the theme of interdependence, which comes before women give birth and have the societal pressure on being a mother. Duffy may be commenting on the unfair discrepancies in expectation between mothers and fathers when they have a child. I'm not here yet. The thought of me doesn't occur. This sounds slightly bitter and jealous, but moving on to the fizzy movie, Dolly refers back to her comparison of her mother to Marilyn Monroe. The mention of movies connotes fiction and stories, which contrasts with the harsh realities of life she was subjected to when Duffy was born. My loud possessive yell. This tone of regret that Duffy may have caused her mother to lose the carefree nature of herself, and creates rather an conversational and colloquial term. Clear as scent is a use of synesthesia when they blend two different things, so smell and sight, so two different feelings. And this may be Duffy reflecting on her first memories of her mother, though it is vague and unclear. Sweetheart. Referring to her mother as sweetheart is rather patronising and perhaps demonstrates a reversal of roles. The steps on the way home from Mass. Now, the religious suggestions of Mass contrast with the behaviour described of her mother in earlier stanzas, which may be Duffy's suggestion, a level of hypocrisy in her mother's actions. However, on the other hand, it could just reveal that she attentively recalls her childhood in a positive light. The wrong pavement contrasts with the right path from the second stanza, which suggests Duffy thinks her mother made the wrong choice to have a child. The final line, sparkle and waltz and laugh. This is a very positive and jovial end to the poem, and it's written in present tense in contrast to the past tense. and it sort of reflects on how the mother's life could have been if she didn't have her as a child. Let's look at some poet context. So the poet's name is Carol Ann Duffy, and she was born in 1955. Sadly, her mother passed away in 2005, and the impact her mother had on her life is evident, as she told The Guardian about the bereavement following close behind her mother's death. She was raised in the 1950s by Roman Catholic parents and explains the religious references within her work. She was separated by her mother by the Second World War, which may also explain the sort of theme of regret that she has with her mother. Looking at language, structure and form essay points. So separation between the address you and I highlights the distance between the two individuals. The noun corner may symbolise that the mother is in a liminal state between childhood and adulthood, but isn't ready to get older yet. The informal tone and colloquialism of pals and A suggests that she is comfortable about her mother and that they have an intimate bond. The verb shriek suggests a very jovial and playful image, and it may be mulling over the carefree image and life that her mother had. Vivid imagery is also shown, which appeals to the reader's sense of sight. The hyperbolic description, 1,000 eyes, suggests she has lots of pride for her mother and thinks that other people are fascinated by her as well. Colloquial language is also used throughout, and it demonstrates the close mother-daughter bond and juxtaposes the formality of mother, which still implies there is an air of distance between the two. And finally, there is a stable stanza structure. The structure is very uniform and has 4 stanzas of 5 equal lines, which may reflect the initial structure of her mother's life. Poems to compare it to. So one is Mother Any Distance, because both are written directed towards the speaker's mother, brought up in relatively similar eras, and colloquial language is used in both. However, in Mother Any Distance, it's situated in one main time frame. However, Before You Were Mine flips between flashbacks through the use of analeptic frames. Also, Mother Any Distance focuses on the changing relationships, whereas Before You Were Mine only introduces the mother-child relationship at one point in time. Now comparing Before You Were Mine to Eden Rock, both poems present speakers who have fond memories of their parents and speak with a tone that suggests love and transcends death of a loved one. Both can be viewed as semi-autobiographical poems if we examine the similarities between the authorial context of the poem and the poem content. Both connote the afterlife. In Before You Were Mine, Duffy mentions her mother's ghost, and in Eden Rock, it's a drifted stream. In terms of differences, Eden Rock speaker discusses a memory in the present tense from the perspective of still being in childhood. However, Before You Were Mine flips between the different frames of memory and goes beyond the speaker's childhood memories. Duffy's speaker addresses her mother directly using the pronouns you and your, which is more intimate than Causley's speaker, who refers to his parents as they. For more videos on GCSE English, Geography, Computer Science, subscribe to Know Waffle GCSE. Thank you for watching and see you soon.